You know, I be seeing something pop out of this corner of my eye of the sun. I don't know what it is with my eyes, but my eyes, I could stare at that sun and I could find something different. As you can see, look, there's something right there in the back of her.
Hi, everybody. It's Steve Olson. It is September 15th, 2016, WSO. This is a picture from Cincinnati. My friend there, Tony, he has a very good knack for seeing this stuff up and behind the clouds. So we put it through some gamma adjustments and so forth. And he caught either part of an iron oxide cloud or maybe an object. But guys, there are certain places in the world. Germany is a good example, and Cincinnati is another good example, where it's just easier to see it there for some reason than it is to see it in other areas. Probably a combination of chemtrail focus or whatever. But yeah, we're going to look at a lot of stuff today. But these are the kind of things that are just coming to us every. This is from my backyard yesterday. I've been just doing some shots, getting my cameras ready for the next balloon launch and testing stuff out. But there's lens flares all over in this. But the one that I want you to look at, and the one that I really think is compelling, is that little red ball that you saw go behind the sun. And then the second thing, watch what happens after the sun starts to set. Check this out. It's just, don't even worry about the lens flares above the sun. Watch it just get brighter and brighter here in a second.
Backing this up a little bit, guys. What is that? This is on the 10th of September. Let's back it up, see if another frame. So, it disappears at frame number 74 out of 114. Here it appears at 76. I'm sorry, 75. And by frame 80, it is gone.
Now, here is one of my favorite all-time web YouTube channels of all time, Thor News. And I want everybody to go subscribe and like this video. The reason I'm saying that is because Thor is great, man. He's funny. He's an artist. He's really by trade an artist. He's just a very artistic, creative mind. But he started becoming awake and started reporting on these different anomalies. Well, today he reached into the science world with bleeding climatologists and maybe gave us some insight into what's going on with the upper atmosphere. Just read this. Dr. Scott Osprey, an NCAS scientist at the University of Oxford, said, and this is in regards to a biennial oscillation, which basically every 2 years there's an oscillation that happens around the Earth that really just kind of it indicates and drives the climate and how the upper atmosphere and the jet streams and all that stuff work. Makes it very predictable for us. It's been going on for a long time. But check this out. The recent disruption, which by the way Wayne Starker's been covering, in the quasi-biennial oscillation was not predicted, not even 1 month ahead. So here we have a predicted weather anomaly that has been a regular staple for our climatologists and meteorologists for years, changing in 1 month. Pretty suspicious. Go check out Thor News. So guys, you know, there's going to be an SDO controversy and there's going to be a lot of people trying to make us look stupid over it, but we are suspicious of the photographs that come from SDO. We do believe there is a cover-up. We do believe that something is happening to the sun. Something's passing by or getting into the proximity of the sun that's causing changes to the sun. So I haven't backed off any of those positions, but I just wanted to read this message from Texas Cowboy. Verify yourself. The so-called eclipse of the sun yesterday by the Earth, this was from a couple days ago, is BS, and their own photos prove it. The only modifications to the image attached is the brightness contrast. You'll see the same pattern appearing every time over different days. I have other examples over multiple days. The patterns are consistent. This is being caused by filters. Notice that you can still see the edge of the sun where it was supposedly eclipsed by the Earth. Yeah, right. If only someone shot the Earth full of big holes. Hope this is helpful. Spoken like a true Texas cowboy. Again, guys, we are very skeptical of this, especially the way that they're coming out with all their big scientist guys, trolls, and everything. They don't want anybody to see this. They don't want anybody to fully walk through and understand that a lot of the things they're saying are just simply impossible. And it takes a lot of science to prove it, and they know that our audience typically won't have time to go through that math. We do already have physics papers on this, and we will make those available on our website in the next 2 weeks when it comes up, and you guys can come look at them yourself.
Viewers across our area sent in these photos on Facebook and Twitter this morning asking what the big blue streak was over Houston. Well, KHOU 11 meteorologist Cheetah Kraft says she believes the streaks are rays that are a reflection from offshore showers. Cheetah says they're most common during sunrise and make for beautiful and interesting photos. The rays are not rare, but they must be sought out carefully. The website Atmospheric Optics says the rays converge in the opposite direction, so you must have your back to the sun or sunset point in order to see them. Thanks to everyone who sent in their very cool photos. This is Doug Deloney reporting for KHOU.com.
Guys, check this out. This is my friend Jeff P's channel, and again, this is just to show how intense things are getting right now, okay? Now, Jeff's been watching this camera in Starnberger, Germany for a long time. He reports on it often. I encourage you to go watch his whole video. I'm just going to show a section of it right here.
We're going to start with Lake Starnberg. On this camera, I became a believer over a year and a half ago. So, over Lake Starnberg, we're going to see over here in the upper right the early signs of the plasma. But let's just watch the next frame.
The crunching noise is my Doberman puppy crunching up a coffee cup.
But in the next 30 minutes, it's suddenly as bright as the noonday sun. And here we go. Almost a nice dark black ball.
What?
Let me zoom in on that for you.
Holy!
No spider legs there, right? Now let's watch what happens as this thing approaches us. So, in the next frame, it mysteriously hits dim again. And look, let's zoom in on this one. The plasma is becoming more obvious and is more electrical in nature as we see this round ball with its plasma showing. And now, here we go with the next frame. This one.
Your plasma showing.
Let's zoom in on this one. The plasma is so thick, so dense, so charged, that it's actually blocking light from reaching the Earth. And that's what we're seeing here. Please watch this on a full HD screen. Don't just watch this on your cell phone. You need to see the electricity coming off the legs on this.
HD, full HD screen.
Okay, watch this in the highest definition possible. Look at this electrical legs are arcing off this thing. That is just amazing. Like I've been saying, it is plasma.
So go check out that video because I think it is pretty compelling work. Thank you, Jeff. Oh, look, it's something on the lens. Wait a second, I don't think things on the lens can be covered up by a cloud. Is the lens up in the atmosphere? No, guys, what we're seeing here is very unusual. It does appear that the sun is illuminating an object behind it. Does it not? So I'm sure you guys remember from yesterday the photos that we showed from Dave B's channel of what we believe to be the second sun showing up in the IR band. Check out this stuff that we got from the FAA cam and tell me if it corroborates in your mind. This is from, let me shrink that down a little bit so you can see it. Okay, and so this is from Level Island in Alaska. Oops. Interesting corroboration, isn't it? Another apparent corroboration. Ooh, what is that red thing behind the sun? That's me doing drums in my mouth. Do 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 do. Check it out. Guys. What do you think all the world events are kind of converging right now? Why do you think that all is? Do you think that the elites know about this and just are hiding it from us because they want to execute their plan? Well, there's also something eclipsing the sun there too. Did you see that? This like eclipse, this partial eclipse right here. Oh my. You don't think that they know about it? You don't think that they are prepared for this? Then you're a fool. I just want you to know, man, that we're all being duped, and this is the big story. Everything else is moot. A guy from southwest Minnesota who mows lawns part-time for a school has been noticing iron oxide dust collecting on his equipment. No, that's not from the iron part there. You can see the dust clearly covering the grill and other parts of this tractor. Here's the note. Hi, Steve. I mow for school as a part-time job, picking up rust all over the grass today. And the reason that my listeners know that that is significant is we're looking for iron oxide dust because we believe that as the system gets closer, it is inundated with iron oxide, and that we should see dust and, ultimately see little objects of iron falling from the skies. How wonderful, isn't it?